This video is going to go over the syllabus for both Math 95 Beginning Algebra and Math 99 Intermediate Algebra. Both syllabi are almost identical except for the calendar at the end and the title at the top. So just because you see a title or a number that doesn't match yours, everything else is the same. So just follow along. I'm not going to read the syllabus to you because before you watch this video, you should have already downloaded the syllabus and you should have already read the syllabus. That was number 1 on the to-do list. This is number 2, so you should have already done number 1. Online classes, key to success, follow directions. So here we go, running through the highlights of the syllabus. I am your instructor, Tyler Wallace. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can find me at WallaceSTEM. My office on campus is in the math science building in 1251. It's right next to the candy machines. You can't miss me. This class is online, so the best way to get a hold of me is probably by email. If you want to call, you can try and catch me in my office. I am available by appointment, both actually in my office by appointment, and we can also set up a virtual space, a virtual room on the internet where we can meet. So if you can't come to campus, but you want to meet with a whiteboard and ask some questions, I have some technology to do that. So just contact me and we'll get that set up, or we'll set up a meeting where you can actually come into my office. Prerequisites, make sure you check that. For Math 95, you should have passed either 90 or 94. For Math 99, you should have passed either 95 or 96. The textbook is the same for both classes. It's the Emporium Model Math Course Workbook. It's a big spiral-bound green book. You can use it for both classes, actually. So for those of you in 95, next quarter, you get to save money on a book. Also important, in that book, each chapter begins with a course ID and enrollment key. That only applies to the Emporium classes, not the online classes. Do not use those IDs and keys. Nothing from the Emporium can transfer into this class. Do not plan to do that. Make sure you are in the class for this quarter, not one of the Emporium units, but actually in the whole Math 95 or Math 99. And that's on the online homework system. More about that in the online homework video. Don't worry about that yet. Other required course resources, you need a webcam. The tests are proctored on a webcam. You need a webcam for this course to do the trial run of the software and get going. Other resources, we use this website, wamap.org, extensively. Probably a good idea to bookmark it. You'll be there basically every day. So what do you do in this online class? Well, you start with a lesson that has a short video introducing the concept, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. You'll take notes on this video in your workbook. This is where the workbooks come from. As you watch the video, it corresponds exactly identically with a page in your workbook. Fill out the workbook as you watch the video, and then at the bottom of each page you see Q1 and Q2. You get to fill that out in the online homework system, working on problem 1 and problem 2. What's nice about these is you can reattempt these problems as often as you need to get 100%. After several videos, there's a homework assignment, about 10 to 20 questions on it. That is where you reach the end of the day's work. You should be doing a homework assignment each day, and a homework assignment should have 10 to 20 questions on it. If you only see 2 problems, that is not a homework assignment. That is a lesson. Get through all the lessons to get to the homework assignment. After the lessons are done, there's a practice test, and after the practice test, you do a unit test. Math 95, these are often no calculator. Math 99, probably going to get to use a calculator because the problems are a little more interesting. Now, a lot of people sign up for online courses because they're easier, and there's less homework, and they don't require as much work. Because of the flexibility, you get to work at your own pace, so if you don't want to work for 2 weeks, that's fine. That is not true in my online class. If that's your expectation, you need to find a new class right now, because my online courses tend to be harder than my face-to-face courses. You should plan to spend at least 2 to 3 hours a day focused exclusively on this course. And that's not multitasking with your music or TV on. 2 to 3 hours a day on this course to be successful. That translates roughly to 10 to 15 hours per week for just this math course. So what do you have to do to be successful? The workbook I already talked about, you fill out as you watch the videos. That is worth 5% of your grade. How you're going to turn in the workbook's a little unique. because the tests are all proctored with a webcam, you're going to show the webcam at the beginning of the video the workbook and show me that you have completed all those pages. Homework assignments and checkpoints are done on the online homework system. Those are graded instantly by the computer, and all of them come out to 20% of your grade. Now, there are practice tests and practice finals in the tests in the online homework system. Those are technically optional. But the problem is I find students don't usually do optional because they think it won't affect their grade. If you do the practice test, you will score significantly higher on the test because everything you need to know for the actual test is covered in the practice test. So you need to identify what problems you have questions on, get those answered from the practice test before you do the test. Speaking of tests, the test is worth 75% of your grade. It is done in the online homework system as well, but what's different is now you can actually earn partial credit on your problems. How that works is after the test is completed, you will turn in your work from the test to my office. You can either email it to me through a scan or a fax, or you can just drop it off at my office. If I'm not in my office, slip it under my door, get it to me so that I can grade and give partial credit for those problems. Now, if you don't turn in your work, there is a 10% penalty, so it will hurt you to not turn it in, and it will help you if you do turn it in. So make a priority of turning it in. Finally, after the 5th test, there's a final. Note the date and time for the final, Wednesday, December 11th at 2 p.m. Don't buy plane tickets. You will be there in person on campus. It's the only time you have to come to campus for this class, Wednesday, December 11th at 2 p.m. The final is done in 2 parts. Each part takes an hour, 2 hours total, and you need at least 65% on each part in order to pass this course. The grade is pass-fail. I'll weight together your homework, your workbook, and your test. I want to see that above 75%. If it's above 75%, you can take the final. When you take the final, you need above 65% on each part of the final, and that will earn you a pass for the class. My withdrawal policy is simple. I do not sign late withdrawals. You can withdraw from this course on your own anytime you want up to November 26th. After that, I will not sign late withdrawals for any reason. Don't miss that deadline. Final retakes, that's not going to apply to you because I know you're going to score plenty fine on the regular final, above 65%, in fact, much higher. But should you hypothetically need a retake, they will be on December 13th at 2 p.m. The nice part about the online homework system, it's going to grade your homework instantly, so you'll know where you're at. Your test will be reviewed and updated as soon as I get those received. The calculator, I suggest everybody gets a TI-30XII S or B. S stands for solar, B for battery. Any other calculator will not be allowed in this course or other pre-college math courses at Big Bend. It only costs about $30 at the bookstore, even less at Walmart. Get a hold of one of these calculators, please. There's no expensive $100 book. Go buy the calculator. If you have a documented disability that you need a reasonable accommodation for, obviously I need to know about that with the appropriate paperwork. I ask that you put your name on your papers. No-name papers get thrown in the trash. It's too much work for me to track down who they belong to. Put your name on your work. Online courses, there's always tech issues for some reason, no matter how much we try to prevent them. If you run into any tech issue, contact me, your instructor, immediately. Every quarter, somebody sends me an email and says, 2 weeks ago, I had problems accessing the course content. I can't help you at that point. 2 weeks have gone by. The moment you have a problem, email me and we'll start working towards a solution. This is also the help support number for all tech issues on campus. If you can't get a hold of me, call this number and they might be able to help you. My cheating policy is simple. Don't do it. If you cheat, you fail my class. I don't want cheaters in my class. Support services. There are many options to get help if you have questions. The big one is contact your instructor. This is what you're paying tuition for. Call me, email me, stop by my office, and I'd love to help you out with any questions you have. If you can't get a hold of me, the STEM Center in room 1201 is open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday, staffed with tutors who can help you with any questions that you have. There might be tutors available through the Student Success Center. Although math tutors are difficult to find through there, it's probably best to go to the STEM Center, the Math Lab in 1201 for help with that. Finally, technology experience. It is important that you're comfortable with technology, using a computer, watching YouTube videos. You need to know how to maximize a YouTube video so you can see everything that's going on, because sometimes the video is a little small. You need to know how to type in answers, use the internet. This is an online course. We want you to be comfortable using the internet so you're not learning internet and math, just focusing on the math. At the end of your syllabus, you'll find a calendar. The calendars are different for the two classes, but what's important, if something is assigned on Monday, it is due on Tuesday night at 11:59 p.m. That does not mean you do the first assignment on Tuesday at 11:15 p.m. It never fails. If you wait till the moment the assignment is due, the internet will crash, your computer will die, Martians will invade, something will happen, and you won't be able to get it done. You'll email me for an extension, I'll tell you no, you'll say I'm mean, and we move on. You have been warned. Do the assignment the day it is assigned on the calendar. Because 7.1 for Math 95 is assigned on Monday, you should do it on Monday. The extra day is to give you time to ask questions and get answers, not to put it off till the last minute. You have been warned. Several of you will still email me asking for an extension because the internet crashed. Do it the day it is assigned on the calendar, not the moment before it's due. Online classes, you do not want to wait till the last minute. Time will sneak up on you. That's the quick overview of the syllabus. Again, I expected that you read every single word before watching this video. I'm looking forward to a great quarter. Let me know if you have any questions.